You ready to revolutionize your dental practice with a powerful single suite of apps? My name is David Edkins. I'm the owner of the Edkins Group, and we've been helping businesses, hundreds of businesses across the country and practices across the country and around the world, leverage systems to improve the results. Primarily Zoho ONE. I mean, we started out with Salesforce, we've dumped that more or less, and now we focus on Zoho ONE. So what we're going to cover in this video is how you can apply Zoho ONE and their suite of apps to your dental practice and maximize the returns you could possibly get with it. So fired up a little chat GPT just to see what AI would say about pain points that you may be experiencing. I mean, we've heard this all before from other doctors and what they've experienced, but thought I'd pull it up here, and that way it can be concise in some of the pain points you may be experiencing. If you're the doctor or if you're the office manager watching this right now about managing the practice, and what maybe some of the gaps are, some of the things that are falling through the cracks, or it's just a pain in the butt, working with different apps. And you're not alone with that. So if we're talking specifically software, is that many times, almost every company we talk to, they may have a core software that works really well, but then the rest of it around it is just a hodgepodge. And it makes it a mess because there's double entry, and it just becomes very painful as you grow as a practice. So if you can see on the screen here, if you look through it, I'm just going to scroll through real quick. I'm not going to go through these verbally, but you can see them and read them. I think you're going to agree. You know, these are probably most of the pain points that you're seeing. And what's interesting is you have a dental practice, and we could talk to an insurance broker. We could talk to a CPA firm, attorneys, engineering firm. We could see very, very similar. I mean, you have pain points that are specific to your industry, obviously, your dental organization. But some pain points are still the same across different organizations. You all have to get leads. You take those leads, you convert it into some kind of transaction, you deliver on what it is that you sold, and then you have some kind of support or service afterwards. And then you try to do a repeat and try to get more business and have that cycle just continue. It's the customer life cycle. So if you look through some of these pain points, what I found when I did this is that, yeah, we've experienced these pain points ourselves in working with dental practices, but also how Zoho can address many of these. And what's cool about Zoho is it is a unified system, so it's all connected to each other. And so we're going to go into some of the software that we also pulled up AI, some of the software you're probably using right now. You could probably recognize some of these names: Dentrix, EagleSoft, Open Dental, Curve Dental, Dentamax, Ace Dental, Practice Web, Denticon, Tab 32. And then we also looked at some of the shortcomings of each one of those, and we can see it. Some of them are expensive, maybe they're on-premise, maybe they're cloud-based, maybe they're too new, the support's not good, it's disjointed, it doesn't have the right functionality, it seems like the interface is old and outdated. So the thing is, what we found with many practices, if you've had a certain software that you're using really for the core of the business, maybe you just keep it, because you already, there's a human side of technology too. You don't want to throw out everything, and then everybody's starting brand new and the productivity goes down because nobody knows how to use anything. And that's some of the comments of the shortcomings here too that were referenced, is some of the training or support is just not there. So what we recommend is, if you have something that really works well, is keep it, but let's look at the stuff around it, because there may be things that are around it that right now, again, they're disjointed, that cause double entry or something. And many of these systems, the dental systems, are newer, and they have something called an API, so we can have it talk to Zoho as well as you're going through that customer life cycle. So that's some of the dental practice software you've probably already seen. Let's go through a list of the Zoho apps. So let me just give you a quick background. Zoho ONE is a bundle of all the Zoho apps that are available. It's over 50 some odd different apps that are available to go throughout the whole customer life cycle. So if you're like working with Slack or Trello, spreadsheets, obviously, MailChimp, Constant Contact, those types of things, think of Zoho could replace those for one price, just one price. And you'd have all of those apps available to you. Now, do you use all of them, all 50? No. We find with most of our clients, they may use 5 to 10 of them, maybe 15, but not initially. Initially, what we do is we try to find some what are called low-hanging fruit. And we try to identify those areas that are going to be the greatest relief of anxiety that you have currently by using a Zoho product. And then we'll probably graduate to another Zoho product that's going to connect with that one, and another one's going to connect with it. So that's what we do, is we look through all these. So you can see the list here. I can walk through them, and it's a long list of apps: Zoho CRM, Calendar, Books, which is like QuickBooks, subscriptions, which is recurring, just like it sounds. Recurring, it goes right into books as well. Zoho Mail is like a Google Mail, Office 365. It's an email client. Click is like Slack or Discord, so that's similar, or Teams is Click. Campaigns, MailChimp, think MailChimp or Constant Contact. Social, that's your social media, all under one umbrella that you can manage all the brands and post and schedule posts and interact with your clients as they're online in the social. Docs, which is it's like a shareable work drive file sharing that you could again open up permissions so that your clients could actually see it. Maybe a portal of some sort where they can access information that you may not have currently. Zoho Sign is an electronic signature, inventory, analytics, creator, and people. So it's recruiting. It's also managing the people aspect, all your HR kind of functionality. So we have another video that's going to show up at the end of this video as one of those cards. And what we did is we actually went through many of the products I just mentioned, many of the different apps. And that one will be helpful because, and it's all chaptered, I think that's what they call it, where you can jump to the different ones. So if you're watching this and you get some of the apps that would be good for a dental practice, and go look at that one, you can see it gives you more of a background of what it looks like, each one of those apps and what they do. So I think that'd be helpful for you to do that at the end of the video. I'd recommend that. Click on that one, watch that video, because that'll be helpful for that. But really, for your practice management, we see it over and over again, many times. Your software is disjointed. It's causing issues. You can't grow, you can't scale because it's just not organized. So what Zoho One will allow you to do is wipe out all those little subscriptions that you have for other products, bring it under one umbrella, one roof. And then again, you could look at the core practice management that you have and see if you could replace that, because Zoho can replace it. But there are elements to that we'd want to talk about, and also want to bring that up as well. So as the owner of the Edkins Group, I'm happy to talk with you for a half an hour just to see what your situation is, what software you're currently using, what does that look like, and what could the game plan look like to use Zoho One. So in the description below, there is a link to get Zoho One to try to start a free 30-day trial if you want to do that. Also, there'll be a link there that you can book time. Just book time with me or someone on my team for 30 minutes just to see what your situation is, how we could help you out. And then again, at the end of this video, I'd recommend going to the other video. And if this was valuable, please like it, subscribe, and also you want to add some comments, where's your practice at, what things you see, what software you're using. I'd be happy to interact with you through the comments as well. But hopefully this is helpful to you. Zoho One, absolutely, for one price for all these apps. That's what people get confused. It's like, okay, well, if I get CRM, do I have to add Sign to it? And it's another $5, and you start adding these and die of 1,000 cuts. No, one price. And all you do is basically just say, I want to use these things. And so you turn them on or you turn them off if you don't want to use them. I mean, you don't even have to turn them off. Just don't use it. Incredibly valuable and powerful tool set to be able to help you maximize your practice like we've done with others. So looking forward to working with you potentially. Take a look at the other video at the end of this here. It probably pops up right now. And love to hear from you. Have a great day.